$2. 5 Soul Seek, 6.20 and 3.45. 6 Dark Moment, 2.30.
Set for a start. Race 1 at Pakenham. Starter mounts the rostrum. All set.
We might go for the openers for race 1 at Brantwood.
Ready and racing in the first here to a good even dispatch too. Down near the inside, Chinook's being ridden hard along with Rule My Lad up in search of the lead early. And they're followed by behind them, Grey Jura between them, followed by Cross Gauntlet, then further back in the field, settling down into stride with Moonshine Money off around the outside. Arctic Siege settling back midfield, followed by Lord Lindbergh on the rails. Then came Fair Smuggler, a length and a half away, then Linera, and back at the rear hard ridden is Captain Sobar. Along the back they go, Grey Jura, strides away 3 in front. In second placing came Rule My Lad, followed by Moonshine Money. Then around the outside goes Arctic Siege, followed by just in behind them then was Cross Gauntlet, followed by hard ridden then Chinook, being passed on the outside by Fair Smuggler. Getting back out of its ground was Lord Lindbergh, followed by Linera, and tailed off last of all Captain Sobar. Down the side they come, 400 metres out, and Grey Jura about 3 or 4 in front of Rule My Lad second. Then further back came Moonshine Money, and followed by Arctic Siege on the outside. Into the straight, and Grey Jura drifted to the centre of the track. Rule My Lad getting up on the inside, and further back Moonshine Money coming home well. Rule My Lad's under the whip, it's a length in front. Moonshine Money's coming at it near the line. Rule My Lad hanging on though, and Rule My Lad wins the first a length. Moonshine Money was second. 5 away third came Lord Lindbergh, and behind them to pull up them would have been Cross Gauntlet, followed by Linera. Grey Jura knocked up with Arctic Siege. Then came Captain Sobar, and Chinook was last in. Wait the placings on the first event on the program. Race number 1. Numbers about to come up. Number 6 is the winner. Number 6, Rule My Lad, ridden by Art Douglas, is first. Second placing has gone to number 10, Moonshine Money, ridden by Troy Strang. And third in to number 8, Lord Lindbergh, ridden by G. Brady. Placings on the first, 6, 10 and 8. Magic Ritual still out, so most of the field in here at Pakenham for the second event. Jarvis Ketch giving a little bit of trouble at the moment.
Driving through to be about 4th, and then White Hope, Windy Fuel. Delo Riviere getting well back with Cafe Gold, Minstrel Players. Cap Creases a long way back with Himalaya Moon. And last of all is Rapper Van coming towards the bend. They've got 500 metres to go. Najin's Prospect of the leader, a length in front. Lord Braggett running second. Mighty Stunning third. And Director driving right up along the inside. The favourite about 4 deep as they flatten for the run in. But she kicked away from them. At the 350, it's Najin's Prospect. Williams has gone for home, and she burned away from them to lead by 2 lengths. White Hope in the second place, then Mighty Stunning. Director struggling. Lord Braggett on the outside was Fazinda, but Najin's Prospector is well clear with 100 metres to go. She's killing them. She's about 4 lengths in front. He's sitting up on her now, and she's going to cruise to the pace and win as she likes. Najin's Prospector first, White Hope second, Lord Braggett third. Next in was Mighty Stunning, followed by De La Riviere, Windy Fuel. The next one home was Minstrel Blaze, who ran on strongly. Then this was into Rapper Van. Director pulled up very quickly. Well back was Cap Trees, Cafe Gold, and Himalaya moved the last one over the line. Number 1, Najin's Prospector.
This one still giving a few troubles at the start, Jarvis Ketch. It's just Jarvis Ketch and also Magic Ritual out of line. Now the rider dismounts from Jarvis Ketch, W. Bernays, and they'll try and bring this one up riderless. The others are in. Now attendants win the battle this time, and Jarvis Ketch moves up. Jarvis Ketch is now in. Magic Ritual will complete the line, and they'll be set for the second event. Moves in Magic Ritual on the outside, and they're all set for a start. Pakenham Race 2. Caribou King, the inside runner. Set for a start, racing this time. Caribou King stood there and missed it 5 lengths. Driving away smartly, Hazeldine Star settling down with up on the outside Differing. Bold Schedule's handy as well in the early stages, settling down, followed by Magic Ritual. Then came Mendoza over on the outside, Lorada's Son, followed by Jarvis Catch. Then Butterfly Gardens, who's got back to second last and hard ridden. About 8 lengths away was Caribou King. Along the back of the track they go towards the 800 metre mark, and the leader down on the inside there is driving through Bold Schedule to join on the outside Hazeldine Star. They're followed by Differing, followed by him behind them. Then on the outside came Magic Ritual. Then further back, hard ridden, came Mendoza, followed by Jarvis Catch. A gap back in the field, then Lorada's Son. Second last is Butterfly Gardens, and tailed off last of all Caribou King. Down the side of the track they come. Bold Schedule in front. Around the outside there in second placing now came Magic Ritual with a strong run. They're followed by further back was Hazeldine Star on the home turn, and at the head of the rest Jarvis Catch with Lorada's Son in the straight. Magic Ritual moving up to Bold Schedule. They settle down to fight it out. Magic Ritual on the outside and fighting back. Then came Bold Schedule, and further back Lorada's Son. Magic Ritual the outside, and Bold Schedule. They're staging a great battle. They drive to the line. Bold Schedule I reckon's one of the nose to Magic Ritual in a great finish. Third placing went to Lorada's Son. In behind them Mendoza, followed by Differing. Further back then was Butterfly Gardens, Hazeldine Star, Jarvis Catch and Caribou King. A tremendous finish to the second event on the program. Nose for nose up the straight, with Magic Ritual on the outside and Bold Schedule nearer the inner. And it's a close go to race number 2, the Barry Ryan Restricted Handicap. On Canahigh here as we see Rafanis join the line wider out. Ellis Boy is set. In fact, they're just about set for a start here, with the exception of True Image. It will be last to move in, and they'll be set at the 1750 metre start. Race number 3 on the program. True Image still out behind the line. Macorian the inside runner with Pride of Dallas. Now True Image has joined the line. They're set for a start. Race number 3. All in, light on, set for the third at Pakenham. Ready, racing this time, missing it slightly Canahigh. Pride of Dallas, Ellis Boy showing great pace out of the machine, and Ellis Boyle lead settling down. Up wider on the track in the early stages is True Image, and as they settle down into stride, and they'll come down past the judge the first time, and True Image takes over in front. Rafanis races up on the outside to be second, then Ellis Boy, followed by Licorian the rails. Then came Pride of Dallas. Further back in the field then as they swing out of the straight was True Fantasy, and last of all about 8 lengths away was Canahigh. Over towards the 1400 metre mark they go. True Image is in front by 1.5 lengths. Over on the outside in second placing is Rafanis, Licorian the rails. 1.5 lengths away then came Pride of Dallas. He's over on the inside of Ellis Boy. Then 3 lengths away in the field came True Fantasy, and 8 away last of all is Canahigh. Down the back straight they go at about the 700 metre mark now, and the leader is True Image by 1.5 lengths. In second placing Rafanis up on the outside, Licorian racing third, then Ellis Boy sneaking up along the inside, Pride of Dallas. Then further back came True Fantasy with a lightning move around them, and last of all Canahigh. Down the side, 600 to go, and the rider said go on True Fantasy. It's whipped right around the outside, and True Fantasy's now 3 lengths in front. True Image is second, followed by Licorian. Then on the outside Pride of Dallas, followed by Ellis Boy, and then a gap back Rafanis and Canahigh. 300 to go on the top turn. True Fantasy's dashed away. It's 3 in front of True Image second. Then came Pride of Dallas with Licorian, and further back Ellis Boy in the straight. 2:20 to go. True Fantasy under the whip is 1.5 lengths in front. Licorian the danger, and wide about Pride of Dallas finishing on well. It's True Fantasy still 1 length in front of Licorian, and further back Pride of Dallas and Ellis Boy getting through. True Fantasy just in front. Licorian diving. Oh, close one. True Fantasy the inside and Licorian on the outside. Very close go. Couldn't split them. Third placing maybe Pride of Dallas out wide or Ellis Boy, and behind them then came True Image. Then came Rafanis and Canahigh. Another close finish. to race number 3 on the program. Gee, we've seen some keen racing here this afternoon. And this is a very close one between True Fantasy. Ray Douglas got plenty out of it. And Licorian, who's dived right on the line. Very interesting finish here after race number 3. True Fantasy on the inside, was in front just before the line, but right on the line, Licorian's lunged on the outside and made this one very close. Photo called for. I know one other, in fact one's moving in riderless into the stalls. Just a couple out. One riderless has drawn barrier 12, that's Brave Bowler. And they're trying to get it forward. Doesn't want to go in at the moment. The rest of them stand in with the exception of Musical Rascal and the one giving trouble, Brave Bowler. Still giving trouble, Brave Bowler at the start.
Yes, John, number 16, Lonely Dreamer, is 13.40 and 3.50. 17, Lord Tiamo, 19.25 and 4.25. 18, Adapt, 19, Dynamic Dancer, 40 and 9.25. 20, Epicenter, 52 and 10.65. 21, Blazing Talent, 60 and 13.80 a plate. 130,000 in the wind pool, 82,500 in the plate.
Happy update, race 4 report.
Now, they've got this one in now, Brave Bowler. Musical Rascal moves up and completes the line. They're set for a start in the 89 Pakenham Picnic Cup. Starter on the platform. Ring of Peace, the inside runner. All set. Light about to come on. Picnic Cup for 89. Field settles. Light on. They're racing in the Picnic Cup for 89. Ring of Peace came away okay down near the inside. Black Brit Shock Treatment and also Playing the Palace showing pace shortly after settling down. And settling down into stride, Playing the Palace will cross over and lead. Down the straight the first time, Playing the Palace is in front. Our Prince Lou's second. Shock Treatment up on the outside third. Settling fourth, then on the rails came Black Brit, followed by Ring of Peace on his outside out of the straight. Then in behind them, Star Tiller Shoshurnian, followed by Bay Estate. Then Bar Rye, followed by Wild Bull. Further back in the field then was Brave Bowler, Let's Celebrate 3 wide, and back at the rear of the field is the top weight Musical Rascal. Along the back they go, and around the outside, Ring of Peace has pulled its way to the lead and dashed 2 lengths in front. In second placing then came Playing the Palace, followed by Shock Treatment, Our Prince Lou, Star Tiller the outside. Then in behind them Black Brit Shoshurnian, followed by Let's Celebrate still out 3 wide. In behind them then came Wild Bull, Brave Bowler, followed by Bay Estate, and back towards the rear of the field is Musical Rascal. Along the back of the track they go at about the 600 metre mark, and the leader is Ring of Peace, but around the outside and often racing now is Shock Treatment. Shock Treatment's raced up to grab the lead. In second placing is Playing the Palace. Then further back, running on from a long way back, was Barai with Brave Bowler. Further back then, coming home well, was Musical Rascal. Star Tiller at the head of the rest from Black Brit, Hard Ridden, and Wild Bull from a long way back. Into the straight they swing. Bar Ryers ranged up on the outside to grab the lead from Shock Treatment. Then Musical Rascal finishing on well down the outside. Musical Rascal races up and grabs the lead from Barai, and Shock Treatment coming back on the rails. It's Musical Rascal and coming again Shock Treatment. Musical Rascal does the best. Musical Rascal wins the cup. Second went to Shock Treatment. Third in Barai, followed by Star Tiller. In behind them Wild Bull, Brave Bowler, Shoshurnian. Then further back came Black Brit, Playing the Palace. Bay Estate, Our Prince Lou, followed by Ring of Peace, and last in was Let's Celebrate. Wait the numbers on the Pakenham Picnic Cup for 1989. Number straight in the frame, number 1, Musical Rascal, ridden by W. Curry. Got well back out of its ground early, Musical Rascal. It was one of the last going out of the straight at about the 1300 metre mark.
10, 12 Pictor, 13.20 and 3.
Doctor required urgently at the front of the public stand. Doctor required at the front of the public stand urgently.
3,400 to win, 2,600 to play.
Moving in here for the second last event, race 5. In fact, they're just about set for a start. Last of them has been locked away, so they're ready for the second last, race 5, the Barry Wallace Flying. 1,000 metres. New Katie, the inside runner. All set, ready, racing this time. New Katie have begun fairly. Oh, buck jumping out of the stalls. Gaia Star won't go at all. It's 20 lengths last of all. Troy Derry will lead, settling down. From up on the outside, Kamogli showing pace as well and driving through Sardan. Sardan, Kamogli. They've clapped on the pace. Third placing occupied by Troy Derry. Then on the outside was Indian Dinner, followed by further back then came Brew Up. Further back the inside was New Cadia. Back out of its ground, Militia Man as the field bunches, and the other one, Gaia Star, wouldn't go at all. Down the side of the track, 400 metres to go, and now Kamogli's cleared away with a 3-length lead. In second placing around the outside, then coming into it was Brew Up, followed by Militia Man, followed by further back in the field then. On the home turn came Indian Dinner, but 200 metres to go. Kamogli's out full of running. It's about 5 in front of Brew Up. Further back then, Militia Man from a long way back with High Comet, but down to the line, Kamogli's well clear, and Kamogli scores by 4 lengths on the line. Brew Up second. Third went to on the inside, Indian Dinner from Militia Man, High Comet, a gap back Troy Derry, followed by in behind them then to pull up would have been New Cadia, dropping right out of it Sardan after showing some pace. And I'm not too sure what happened to the other one, Gaia Star. It's over at the back of the track, wouldn't go at all. Gaia Star came out and back jumped. Stand by for placing. Mark. Sir Change and Advisor have now joined the line. They're all set for a start in the last event on the program. Ladies bracelet. Field settles. 1,400 metres. They're racing in the final event on the program. Atlantic Escape a little bit slow to begin, and coming away smartly was Mr. Christian. Now Atlantic Escape hunting up. They're followed by Gemtrees, who's up in that forward division as well with Carbonu as they settle down into stride. Italian Calls up there as well, followed by a gap back in the field. Then came Sir Change, then Gateshead and Advisor. Along the back towards the 1,200 metre mark, Mr. Christian. It's a great charge with Atlantic Escape driving up on the inside, between them Gemtrees. Then Italian Call up there as well, followed by Carbonu. A gap back in the field. Then came Sir Change, followed by on the inside Gateshead and Advisor at the rear. The charge along the side. Atlantic Escape is in front of. Over on the outside, Mr. Christian. Still between runners. Then came Gemtrees, followed by Carbonu. Then Italian Call over on the outside. Further back in the field, then came Gateshead, followed by Sir Change, and last of all is Advisor. Down the side they come. Atlantic Escape 2 lengths in front. Carbonu is second, followed by Italian Call, finishing on strongly. Then Gemtrees dropping back, followed by Mr. Christian, and Sir Change hooked out wide. On the home turn, Atlantic Escape gets 3 lengths in front. Carbonu's the one out after it quickly, and then further back Mr. Christian, Italian Call. Atlantic Escape half a length in front. Carbonu is trying hard. Atlantic Escape pulling out plenty though near the line, and Atlantic Escape gets home in the last 1.5 lengths. Carbonu second. 5 away third, Advisor made ground. In behind them then came Gateshead, followed by Italian Call. Then Mr. Christian, Sir Change, and Gemtrees was the last in. Race number 6, the final event, the ladies bracelet handicap. Number 3, Atlantic Escape, K. Brown is the winner. Second placing to 7, Carbonu, Vicky Hill. And third to 1, Advisor, ridden by Ms. D. Weymouth. Of course, our late scratching there, some 20 or so minutes before the race, was Real Bow.